Hi friends, I'm Diane Pitts here at the Logansport Branch Library, and we are in the middle of our summer reading program, Tales and Tales, and we have a tasty tale for you today. We're going to go through and show you how to make some tasty monkey bread. So, the first thing we do is we take 1 cup of sugar, and then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon to your sugar. And mix that really, really well so you get the cinnamon and sugar all together. And then once we have our cinnamon and sugar mixed, then we take canned biscuits, and you can use any kind of canned biscuits. I usually use just the small ones. And you're going to quarter your biscuits. You just cut them in quarters with your knife. So they're in little bite-sized pieces. Another word for this is monkey bread. I've heard it called plucking bread because you just pluck pieces off of it. But you're going to quarter your biscuit dough. And then once it's all quartered, you're going to take this biscuit dough and you're going to roll it in the cinnamon and sugar. You want to get it coated really well because you want your dough to be nice and flavorful. Okay, once we have our biscuit dough ready to go, we spray our pan, and then we take our little cubes of biscuit dough, just roll them in the cinnamon and sugar. And just drop them randomly around your pan. Make sure you get them nice and covered. And while we're doing this, to think about, you know, here at the library, we have a lot of very good cookbooks. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely love cookbooks. That's, when I go to read, it's usually a cookbook. Of course, I love to cook, so, but you can find this recipe and tons of other really good recipes in our cookbooks. We have a large, we have some roadshow cookbooks that I have found some really good recipes in. Of course, we have tons of Christmas books that you can get some really good recipes in, that not just for Christmas time. And of course, we have the mysteries. We have a whole set of mysteries that have to do with baking. Joanne Fluke, she has a series that it's kind of a cozy little mystery. You can get in the kitchen and snuggle up to a mystery. Now that we have all of our biscuit dough in our pan, we've got it rolled in cinnamon and sugar. We take 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 stick of butter or margarine. And you're going to melt the butter. Just like, you can do this in a microwave or you can do it on a stove, either one. Okay, we've got our butter melted, mixing it well with our brown sugar. And then we just take and pour it evenly over our biscuit quarters. Try to get some on each little piece. Get all that awesomeness in there. Is what it looks like when it goes into the oven. We'll put it in the oven, and it bakes for about 35 minutes, and you'll take it out and invert it onto your plate. Make sure you have a plate larger than your bundt pan because all that awesomeness is going to pour out and melt over it. Okay, it's been 35 minutes. Our monkey bread should be fully cooked. Let's take it out. You see all of that awesomeness. We will invert it onto a plate that is larger than your bundt pan, because it's going to have a lot of the juices, all that melted butter and brown sugar coming out and flowing all over the bread. Let me use this one to take it off. Ooh, we're getting that yummy stuff everywhere. And there is our monkey bread. I'm so glad you were here to make it with us. Come around this way and let me show you some of the cookbooks and other baking mysteries that we have to offer here at the library. We have cookbooks for just about anything you want. We have the grilling cookbooks if you want to feed your fire and grill. I know the air fryers are very popular right now. We have cookbooks on how to use your air fryers. We have keto cookbooks. We have what could be better than bacon and butter. That's one of my favorites. It has some really good recipes in it. John Wayne cast iron cookbook. Where else are you going to find that cookbook but at the Logansport Library? Of course, Janet Ivanovich. She has a great series. And this one, Two for the Dough, it's really, really good. Joanne Fluke, she has a lot of baking mysteries. And of course, we can't leave out Bon Appetit. I hope you guys have enjoyed our time going around town, finding these tasty tales. And I hope you're enjoying the summer reading program and getting to read some good books. We do want to thank Big Zach and Rosemary at Rosemary's, Cynthia and Keith at the Crawfish Shack, and Stan there at Dairy Queen. They were so good to have us come. They just welcomed us. They showed us some really good tasty tales, and I hope you can go out and support those businesses and find you some tasty tales there. But don't forget to stop by the Logansport Library, because we even have our own tasty tales.